All right, good morning, good morning. I think that's all of us. You guys lined up nicely in one corner. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, I guess, just for a little bit. And we have Faith as a new student that's trying us today, right there, and Dinora next to you, Faith. And then we have John and Suzanne over here. Welcome. So Kundalini yoga is just a little different than other traditions of yoga. It's kind of newer too in the West, at least. It came in the late 60s. Yogi Bhajan brought it to the West. It's from the Sikh tradition. It's just some practices that the householder could do to keep their states energized, elevated, and spiritually elevated as well. So it has many kriyas, which means recipes or exercises you can do in a certain sequence. And it involves a lot of arm and leg movements and a lot of mantras and mudras. So we will experiment with that today. So we always open up the space with a mantra. So I will chant. You can chant along when you get familiar and comfortable. So inhale, bring the hands to your heart. On the next inhale. So we chant ideally on that long exhale. So after we inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And again, this is a mantra to connect with the golden chain of gurus and all the tradition and all the spiritual beings in the universe. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And as we chant this way, we're also working with the breath force, the prana. And we're opening and expanding these upper areas of the respiratory system. So it's good to try when you are ready. And then it's the mantra for protection. Ad Gariname, Jagat Gariname, Sat Gariname, Siri Gurudev Name. Inhale. Ad Gariname, Jagat Gariname, Sad Gariname, Siri Gurudev Name. Ad Gariname, Jagat Gariname, Sad Gariname, Siri Gurudev Name. All right, now we start warming up the body. So first we're gonna hang on to our knees and open up the spine in this flexion and extension. We're gonna put the chest forward as we inhale and back, squeezing the navel to the spine as we exhale. And at first, your neck may want to bend as well, and chin may want to go down. That's okay for a bit. But after a while, try and keep the chin elevated and parallel to the ground, and just let the rest of the spine do the movement. It's going to be a little bit less involved, but that's okay, because we're working with different levels of the spine. Now it gets mostly the lower area. And we also want to make sure we lock the elbows after a bit. That would also diminish the flexion of the spine, but that's okay. So arms are locked on your knees. So lengthen the arms if you can, even if you have to bring your hands lower than the knees. Just keep them straight, just like that. And then see how much spinal flexion you can do at that point. It's going to be different. It's going to go more into the middle of the chest and rib cage. So we are trying to open different areas of the body system and of the chakras as we move and breathe this way. Inhale, exhale. Bringing the energy into the center of the heart now. Inhale at the top and hold the breath. Let the spine lengthen, those chakras, wheels opening up and activating. And hold as long as you can. And exhale, relax. Okay, cross the legs the other way. Second one is going to be similar, but we're going to have the hands to our ankles, which will activate a different area of the spine. So exhale, squeeze, inhale, open and lift the chest. Inhale fully, exhale completely. This one feels like you're riding the camel in the desert. So it's kind of fun for the spine. And it gets the spinal fluid to move from the lower chakras. There's that spinal Kundalini energy we have laying dormant at the base of the spine. And when we warm up the spine, it starts to travel up to the higher chakras, where we want it to be, and to get all the way up to the crown. Because it's easy to stay with the energy in these three lower chakras. We don't have to make any effort, but in order for it to rise up the spine, we have to help it out most of the times. Okay, inhale to center, hold, close the eyes, look between the eyebrows. And exhale, relax. Now hanging onto the knees again, we're gonna do a circle around the spine. Inhale, exhale forward, and inhale as you reach back. Big circles against the tailbone. And now just right side, keep your hands on your knees and just really reach to the right and inhale back up. Exhale, sorry, this is just like a standing or like a sitting without circling, just dropping down to the right. And then we will switch direction after this. We're opening this left side of the body. Exhale down to the right knee. Press on the knees if it feels comfortable, especially on that left knee. Okay, now stop here and start circling the other way. Good. Now stay to the left side and exhale as you reach to the left and inhale back to center. Exhale left. Inhale back. We're opening the most restrictive areas in the body with these specific exercises. And the repetition makes them more available, makes them open more. So it takes a little bit to open up certain areas. So we're working with them a little bit more. So we don't normally do this in our lifestyle or even in traditional yoga. So then we have more energy available in the body cells. We create a different vibration in our body. It's going to be more energized, more electrified, more alive. Okay, come to center and cross the legs the other way again. This one is going to be just forward. Exhale down as far as you can and inhale up. Inhale up, really use that breath, that prana force. Come back up to center and hold in the center and relax, normal breath. Close the eyes and observe the body. And I'm gonna bring the legs out to the side. Let's massage the legs a little bit, kind of soften the energy of the legs. They've been tied up in that lotus pose for a bit. And now tap the outside of the legs. And the inside. And the top. Don't be harsh on your knees. Keep the knees. Okay, great. Now point and flex the feet. Sit up as tall as you can. Inhale towards you, exhale away. Connecting to the navel point and feel like you're squeezing the navel as you exhale. A little imprint towards the spine. Coordinate with the flexing and extending of the feet. We're working with tiny muscles and nerves in the back of the legs. This is also called nerve flossing. We're flossing especially the sciatic nerve, which glides against tendons and tissues. So it's like flossing your teeth, you're gliding, you're sliding. And now alternate. One down, one up. Inhale left, exhale right. And we're teaching the nervous system to coordinate in different ways, creating new pathways in the brain. So the Kundalini yoga is about the brain quite a bit. It teaches our brain different ways of doing things and creates new patterns, maybe replacing some of our old repetitive patterns. So you've never done this before, right? So it takes connection, brain and body. Great. Okay. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, turn to the right. Inhale up. Exhale left. It's a very mindful movement connected to the breath. We're not going to do it randomly. We're going to inhale at the top and exhale to the right. Inhale top. Exhale left. Arms as long as we can, palms parallel, lengthen from the waist, not just from the armpits. Get as tall as you can, as energized as you can, and then exhale. Get the spine nice and tall in the center, arms to the ears and connected with the rest of the spine. We're elevating that energy in the body. We're opening up the chakra system. We're stacking those little wheels of energy on top of each other, and we help them start to twirl in the one good direction, which is upward. Chakras are always active. Actually, I shouldn't say you activate them. They're active just because we're alive, but they may be not spinning in the right direction. So they may be turned downwards. And we are helping them to spiral up. Three more. We'll finish on the left side. Good. Now stretch the arms forward and just hang here. Relax the body, relax the spine, relax the feet. And just let the body hang and recover. Now in this position, we're gonna do one more exercise. We're gonna stay here and pump the navel to the spine like we're doing that Kapalabhati breath, which is a belly breath. We're exhaling and squeezing the navel to the spine. So the focus is on the exhale. So you go, we exhale through the nose. And inhalation happens on its own, right? But we're gonna be in this downward position. Squeeze the navel to the spine. This will open our 4 and 5 vertebrae of the spine, bringing some new vibration up, upgraded energy into this stagnant area because we sit a lot and we compress a lot this area in the body. Second to that, it's gonna affect our kidneys and our adrenals. Adrenals for good stress response, good cortisol level in the blood. So let's continue with the breath. Exhale, squeeze the navel, and inhale happens naturally in between. It also activates the fire of the digestive system. You're going to have better digestion and elimination if you practice this daily. And we get some abs along the way, so that's nice. The music has changed a little bit. Do you guys hear me still? You can turn it down a bit. Yeah. Okay, a few more here. Okay, inhale, slide back up. Okay, and it takes a while to warm up. These were just kind of warm up exercises. We'll do 2 more warms up, but they can be done for any little reason. It's not really just a warm up, but we consider it warm up because it's not a kriya, it's not a set of exercises. Okay, so now we're gonna go exhale, right ear to the right shoulder. Inhale, opposite. Eyes are closed and you gaze your eyes between the eyebrows in that Ajna chakra. Stop in the center, relax for a moment. Relax the breath, observe the body. For the next one, we're gonna add a mantra. It's 2 words, Sat, Nam. Sat means truth and Nam means my name or I am. So you can say, I am truth, I am truth, I am truth, or you can say Sat Nam, Sat Nam. So I go Sat to the left, Nam to the right. You can say mentally or out loud. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Eyes are closed, look between the eyebrows, connect to the Ajna chakra, your intuition and inspiration. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. So what this practice does, it reminds the system, the spirit that is true and real, and it's the only thing that really is real. Sat Nam, I am truth, I am divine. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. The mind has to hear, otherwise the mind thinks we are the ego, but we are not the ego, we are the true self. And we're trying to empower all this true original self to come back alive and strong. Sat, nam, sat, nam, sat, nam, sat, nam, sat, nam, sat, nam. Inhale, center. Chin to the chest. Just hold here, relaxing and lengthening the back of the neck. And inhale, lift the head up and look up and back. Open the front of the neck, the front of the throat chakra. Exhale one more time to the chin, to the chest. Inhale up. And keep that gaze up and in between the eyebrows. Exhale, chin to the chest, rotate to the right. And inhale on the side. And one more for the shoulders and neck. Bring the hands to your shoulders, sit up tall. We're gonna inhale left and exhale, twist right. You wanna feel the twist from below the rib cage. So you're moving with your whole torso, keeping the hips forward, like you have headlights looking forward on the road, but you're twisting only from the rib cage to release the stagnation at the base of the rib cage, to wake up the liver, the pancreas, and the heart. Empower the breath, inhale, exhale. It's an audible, strong breath. So we can release more toxins. We bring in more energy and we release more toxic energy. Because we hold a lot in the chest, in the rib cage. It's hard to release the rib cage because it's so bony, it's so stagnant because of that. But this will liberate some of its stagnant energy and will free that energy so we can feel lighter and we can feel better. We're gonna have a light heart and full lungs when we get done with this. We're gonna feel elevated in our mind state as well, because all this oxygen also goes to the brain and gives us a sense of bliss, of serenity, of peace. And exhale, relax in the center. Before we do our kriyas, let's lay down and rest in Shavasana. It's a good time that we got the gong. This is a gong for the most famous Kundalini-based band. It's called White Sun. This was their fourth album you're listening to. It's called Mystic Mirror. And they got a second Grammy just recently with this album. Their first Grammy was like 2-3 years ago, or maybe this is the third. They keep getting Grammys, this band. And it's just three amazing people. The older gentleman is like 87. He's got a white beard and a white turban, and you know, he's American, but he follows the Sikh Kundalini tradition. And he plays the gong. This is his gong here, which I will play too. I'm not as good as him, but I actually learned from him in 2020. I went to get my training done with him and another woman that passed actually, Guru Jagat. So his name is Harijiwan. And then the lady that sings, you heard her voice, she is also a Kundalini teacher and practitioner. And the third guy is just a random guy that does other instruments for them, including flute and violin and all kinds of drums. So just 3 amazing people create beautiful music. And the gong is very good for our brain cells and all the body cells. It regenerates, rejuvenates the system. It brings space and clarity in the mind, kind of reprograms the defragmented pieces of our body system, brings them back in alignment and clarity and elevated functioning. So because these Kundalini exercises can be intense when we do them in a moment, we always want to make sure we come back to normal breathing function and heart function before we do another intense one. So this is the time to reset, to come back to neutral. With this type of exercises, we are breaking through some patterns we have embedded in the body, and that usually takes a lot of energy. But also, you don't want to do too much, then we kind of overload the nervous system. So we always have to temper it back down. Okay, let's go ahead and bend the knees and turn to our side to lift up. So the first exercise of this Kriya for the upper chakras is going to be puppy pose. We're going to be with our hips aligned with the knees and elbows on the ground, aligned with the shoulders, palms down. So we're going to drop the head towards the ground as we exhale, and inhale, we lift it back up. It's like a cat-cow, but in just a little bit different position. Inhale up, and then bow down to your heart as you drop the head down, and inhale up. Exhale. Inhale, look between the eyebrows to point to where the energy has to go. Keep going with that. Now we're going to do something just slightly different. We're not going to bend the chin down and in. We're just simply going to drop the forehead down to the ground. So this may help us get into our triceps a little bit. So exhale, touch the forehead to the ground, and inhale, lift it back up and look up. Exhale, touch the ground if you can. You may not be available right now. So we're squeezing and dropping down, squeezing the shoulder blades a bit here. And this is how we help the head get lower. Squeezing any stagnation from between the shoulder blade. It's usually the emotion of grief we hold in between the shoulders. So we're squeezing that out and bringing some new energy as we inhale. This builds our neck strength and releases tension in the trapezius and rhomboids. Good. Now rest your sits bones to the heels. Stretch the palms out like you're in child's pose, but with the knees together and forehead on the ground. And stay here 3 breaths. Just allowing the energy to move through your body. Okay, for the next one, we're gonna have our hands behind our back. We keep the forehead down. So we can interlace the fingers if they get to touch. If not, try to aim your fingertips towards each other. And if they touch, let your fingers touch with the thumb pointing up. So it's not really sitting on your spine, but if you need that support, you can rest your hand on the spine. If not, keep it lifted. We try and breathe here slow and deep. This moves that energy from the lower chakra into the heart and into the Ajna chakra between the eyebrows. So breathing slow and deep is one option. And breath of fire is another option if you feel like it's not too much for you. Breath of fire is that Kapalabhati, navel to the spine kind of breath through the nose. So see what feels doable, because this is intense with those arms behind you. And having the arms like this, it's a direct communication with the heart. And we're releasing any negativity, any toxicity from the heart center. So you can feel really uncomfortable because it's very heavy. It needs to probably release a lot today. So let's just breathe through it, see how long you can stay. Usually it's 3 minutes on this one, but we can see what we can do. Breathe powerfully to help you out. You can even breathe out through the mouth if you want, that's okay. So you release more stagnation. For the last minute, let's see if we can clasp the hands together and lift them up a bit more and breathe. This could be a little easier since you're holding on to your hands. Inhale and rise. Good. Bring the hands to the knees and rest, sitting up a little bit. Just receive the benefits of this kind of intense posture. It does a lot of good for our system though, even though they can be challenging at first. If you've never done it, it's going to be really challenging. And even after you do it for a while, it takes time to release all this stuff over here. And then we can become little angels when we are so free and so light. Okay, 2 more breaths here. Okay, for the next one, we stand. Let's check with our legs first. Do some massage on your ankles and lower legs. Stay here a bit, walk your feet. Okay. Everybody feeling back to normal breath? We recovered? Okay, great. Excuse me. So the next one, it's a squatting exercise. I'm gonna have the arms out in front. And we're gonna recite Sa, Ta, Na, Ma as we squat. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Inhale, Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. 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 So we drop down with the movement of the breath and of the sound. So we make it meaningful to our body, reminding our body also of its truth and reliability. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Inhale, Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. So when you drop down, you want to exhale with a Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. And you come up, you inhale with a Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. 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 If you want to make it more meditative, you can close your eyes. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. 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 Sa, Ta, Ma. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. And you probably recognize the heat coming in the body. Ooh. That is also release of unuseful energy. Toxic waste, perspiration, any residue from the lymph gets to be released in the bloodstream. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. 2 more. Good job, guys. Good. Inhale up to the sky. Hold the arms up, stretch and breathe. Bring the palms up, receive into the hands. And draw in from the ground through your feet. Your body is shaking a little bit, that is good. It means your nervous system is resetting. Release the arms, shake them down. Okay, next one is the frog pose. Feet like the ballerina, heels touching, hands to the ground. So this is inhale here and exhale as we squat. Keep the heels off the floor though. Inhale up, elbows, heels off the floor at all times. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. These frog squats are amazing for the spleen meridian that is inside our leg. The second toe all the way to the spleen under the rib cage. Breathe strong, inhale and exhale. This one usually is done 108 times. It's that magic number of the malas. But if we cannot go that far, we can do 54. I think we've done 26 already, which is half, a fourth of the 108. So if we do 54, we're halfway there. But we don't have to. If your knees don't agree with it, don't worry. Take a break. This flushes our kidneys as well, not just the spleen. So it's gonna feel good at the end, but very challenging in the moment. Do it at your pace, no worries. Nice. Modifications look great, good job. You just really gotta help that spleen. Great, 2 more. Okay. Next one, let's sit again, cross-legged. This one is kind of easy. Cross-legged. Okay, cross-legged and arms. Upper arm is next to the rib cage, 90 degrees at the elbow, palms are down. So here we're gonna breathe breath of fire as we imagine we're bouncing a ball with our hands. If you do about 30 of them and you need a break, that's okay to take a break and then continue. So this brings out any repressed emotions from the heart, from the chest. So we're cleansing our system, these chakras from the navel to the crown. We're cleansing all this area, purifying, detoxifying. Take a break. Now we're going to do O mouth, O-shaped mouth, like we're saying O, and we're going to breathe out through the mouth, like a choo-choo train. So you can feel how this comes all the way from the heart. You feel it here. And even to the navel. So this cools down our nervous system. It clears our upper chakras, especially the heart and the throat. And it brings clarity and effectiveness in the mind. Because we're getting rid of clouds of desires, of garbage. Like cleaning the house, deep cleaning. Almost done, just 3 more breaths. Okay, take a break, relax. Feel the release in the body, feel the emptiness, the relaxation, the release, and the new feeling of openness, of clarity and space in the mind as well. Because when you breathe this way, you also clear the mind, you create a tabula rasa. There's nothing else that exists in that moment. And then we can keep that state for a little bit. Like now, you still feel clear and safe and pure and amazing. Okay, the last one of the Kriya is called Fists of Anger, because who doesn't have anger? I do. But I don't want to show it in the wrong way, so I'm going to show it here. So you make a fist and you go. Breathe to the own mouth again. You fight with an imaginary enemy here, which is sometimes even yourself. Or most of the time, I should say. I don't know about you, but my internal enemy, man, he comes out from the closet and he makes my life miserable. Sometimes, and then when I say like, who are you? You're not real, get up. Keep that fist nice and tight. You can bring your thumb inside. This will help as well. Our shoulders will become lighter, free of burdens. But some of the burdens is our own internal fear and anxiety. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. There we go. See how you feel. Check in. Let the body come back to peace and comfort and joy, because we release a lot of junk. Smile, relax your face. Let that heat come out, all that toxic waste out of your shoulders. Now you'll be flushing out. Okay, let's lay on our back just for a short, quick one that I'm gonna add to get a little bit into that Manipura a little bit more. Inhale, lift the legs. Exhale, drop them towards the ground and keep them up about 20 inches away. Okay, now we're gonna inhale, lift the head and chest, look at your toes and hold here nice and steady for as long as you can. Breathing in through the nose, long, breathing out long. This is called a stretch pose in Kundalini Yoga. You may have other names. This detoxifies our liver and our navel chakra. Any emotions, any luggage, any baggage from the past that we store in the belly. Sometimes we eat because to feel that emotional void in our tummy, or we overeat, or we indulge in too many unhealthy things. So this will address that issue. Because we're releasing that thing that craves all those things, that emotional eating, you know. Breathe strong, whatever you need to do to hold a bit more. You can drop the head though, if that's too much for the neck. Drop the head, just hold a bit more. And release. Good job, guys. This was a hard one, but you did great. Guess what? We're gonna get into Shavasana. Time for you to rest and for me to play the gong. So get yourselves nice and comfortable and warm. If you need a blanket, let me know. I can bring you one. Need a blanket? Anybody? Okay. Okay. Slowly and gently now start to open your eyes. Move your fingers and toes. Here we go, stretch, wrap them. Waking up the body, waking up the mind, coming back from outer space. Now we will sing the long time sun. Oops, I turned it off. Did I? Hands to heart. Sing along if you want. Shine upon all lights around you. May the pure light within you Satnam, let's bow to each other, to the earth, the divine guidance inside. You can have a great day ahead or stay for meditation in 10 minutes or come back next Thursday, next Sunday, whatever.